Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys. Oh man, I'm in for it now. Yeah, as you can see before you, and probably by the title and thumbnail of this video, I finally gave in and decided to get an import Star Wars figure. Yeah, this probably didn't set me back a whole lot. It was probably only like 45 bucks when I bought it on Hobby Link Japan. However, that's a considerable amount more than your standard Star Wars The Black Series figure. Now, why did I get this? Well, first off, I'm always looking to upgrade the collection. If there's a figure out there in 1/12 scale that is better than any of the domestic companies, whether it be Hasbro or like Mattel or anyone, I'm more than willing to just maybe test it out. And of course, this is just like me tipping my toe into the S.H.Figuarts game, Star Wars, in this instance. Just because, once you fall down that rabbit hole, there's no crawling out. I learned that the hard way with the Batman Hush line from Medicom Mafex. So, yeah, fingers crossed, maybe this will just be like my one and done, or maybe I'll just like buy a figure here and there, and I won't get addicted to buying these. But yeah, here's a look at the side of the box. There is that stamp, so it's not a knockoff. I mean, it is reissue. Yeah, so this is actually the reissue of Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. You can see the back of the box. Can't read any of this, but there's actually a little summary right there. S.H.Figuarts is a standard action figure series that uses the art style and technology of Tamashii nations to pursue character expression through humanoid action. That is just a lot of nonsense. Here's the side of the box. The top Star Wars. Really love the presentation. Love the small packaging and how you could see everything already. But I've wasted enough time. Without further ado, let's get into the review. And here is Luke out of the packaging. This is the very first look he has in the entire franchise. This is the look that we are introduced to on screen in A New Hope, which released in 1977. This look is often referred to as Farm Boy Luke, and it does a great job of conveying just that humble beginning of the character Luke Skywalker, being a farmer on Tatooine, this backwater planet that no one cares about in the Outer Rim. Starting here and eventually becoming a Jedi Knight. Wait, was he knighted? Pearlescent Toys in post edit. Just put it on screen. Cool. And that was canon, right? Okay. Now, starting with the boots, and there is a very faint, dirty, muddy effect going on there. You can see in the crevices of the shoes, in these little rivets right here, there is darker brown as opposed to the lighter tannish color of the rest of the shoe piece. Yeah, and that looks really good. It really conveys that dirtiness of Tatooine, and it even continues up onto the legs. It's a little hard to see on the camera right now, but yeah, it is a lot darker at the knees and at the low upper calf right here, and then going around. Ooh, yeah, this is it's something I'm not that fond of. The back of the knee joints just stick out like a sore thumb. Comparing it to the rest of the figure, it's just ooh, what were they thinking? It would have definitely been better if they had darkened it to match the rest of the pants here. Because it just looks really out of place. And then when you bend it too, that looks bad. But all things considered, the legs are fantastic. The sculpting alone is phenomenal. And you can see up here some more wrinkles right there, and then on the back as well. Continuing up to that belt, you guys know me, I love my pouches. And this figure has 3 of them, and they're all beautifully colored in. Oh no. God, that's really annoying. Okay, so the paint from these 2 pouches right here rub up against this lower back piece. That is such a dang bummer. It's first that Poison Ivy figure that I reviewed a while back. Now this one, that kind of sucks. It really does. I guess you can like hide it really well if need be, but dang, that kind of sucks. Um, I'm worried that it might do the same up here or maybe on the side right there if it hasn't started to do that already. Yeah, it does have paint rub, so I guess QC alert maybe. Um, but yeah, the rest of the belt is all right. It has a darker brown as opposed to the lighter brown used for the pouches right here. And this buckle piece is a very dark gunmetal gray and, or sorry, silver. There's two more buttons right there. Then this piece, don't know what that is. Sorry guys, I'm not that big of a Star Wars nerd. Ooh, and this lightsaber too plugs in right here. Without the lightsaber, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. It really does. I know I said that already, but yeah, it's just like there, just a big black rectangle. Let me just put this back on. Yeah, I feel like this is the only way it looks somewhat natural. Continuing up this center piece right here, there's no like ab crunch or anything. It just has that diaphragm ball joint at the bottom. So yeah, they get to sculpt. They get to go all out with that sculpt for the torso, and it just looks phenomenal. It really does. It looks fantastic. The back as well. Ooh, you know, oh, pearlescent toys, mad. That's that's me right now. Yeah, the back looks exquisite as well. Really wish that paint rub wasn't there. Yeah, all things considered, it's fantastic, and the skin tone they use is perfect. You know, it matches the rest of the skin on the figure. Now going down the arms, and again, more wrinkling. Not a whole lot of shadowing like there is down here. But I feel like just like whatever lighting you're using, whatever angle it's positioned at, it's going to pull off that effect of being like shadowed, as you can see right here. So it doesn't really need more paint in the sculpt. There's those elbows again. It's these ones are more hidden. These are much more hidden than the knee joints for sure. Do they stick out? Not really. No. And then continue down the sleeve. Then you get. Ooh, I like this detail. You get to see a lot of his arm underneath. They went really far and deep, as you can see. Really cool attention to detail right there. Now up to the head sculpt, and this is like where a lot of Luke Skywalker figures are make or break. I think this is pretty good. You know what? This is really, really good. Don't know if they have access to digital face printing, S.H.Figuarts, but yeah, this looks pretty spot on to Mark Hamill from A New Hope. It's I won't say it's perfect because the eyes do look a little bit lifeless, but the rest of the face, the sculpt of it looks fantastic, and they nailed the paint for his skin. The hair, the hair is kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a bright, shiny gold. I can see what they were going for. They're trying to make it like a dirty blonde, but yeah, it just doesn't really translate that well. It just looks golden, really. It doesn't look like actual hair. So that's all right. It's not enough to annoy me, but it is enough to make it stick out and make me notice it. But going over accessories, the first one he comes with is this head sculpt, a neutral one, and a smiling head sculpt. This one is it's okay. It's not as good as the neutral one. It does lose a bit of that Mark Hamill likeness, and it's kind of creepy, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It's goofy. He also comes with two fisted hands, two neutral open hands, and two open C grip hands, which of course hold his iconic lights. Okay, we gotta get rid of this head sculpt. Which of course hold his iconic lightsaber, the one his father left for him. Except, wait, no, he didn't. Obi-Wan just snatched it from him. Anyways, yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful lightsaber. Love the vibrancy of the blue, and I really love this, like, sort of detail. It kind of goes skinnier towards the top, as you can see. Like, it, like, kind of narrows out at the end. Really love that. As, like, Black Series lightsabers, they just go straight up, and that's where it is. But, like, this one, it sort of resembles an actual saber, an actual sword. And he also comes with his pilot helmet, which can store any of the face plates underneath. I put the smiling one here just so I didn't have to remove the neutral head expression. And it's a pretty good fit and it looks great. I believe we only got this one time in the Black Series. It was like with the comic book Luke Skywalker, I think. So yeah, really cool having it here. But that's not all, because it also comes with this little training droid. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it. I'll put the name of it on the side right now. Yeah, you know, the one that he was training with on the Millennium Falcon. And it's just a really, really awesome effect. I had it off to the side, but I lost it. But we got in this in the Black Series as well, as recently as the Luke Skywalker Grogu 2-pack. And yeah, the effect is awesome, and it's really cool. It just slides in. It has this like little valley right there, and you just slide it in through the lightsaber. And yeah, look at that. That looks wonderful. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, go down that much. He has some pivot and side to side movement. There is a ball joint at the bottom of the neck. He just move everywhere. His arm is able to move this far up. And with that butterfly shoulder joint, he can't really move back at all, but he can move forward in a tiny bit. He has upper arm rotation and a single jointed elbow being able to bend in this far, and it does have rotation in it as well. And he has a wrist hinge, allowing it to move up, down, all the way around. And now for the torso, he's able to bend this far back, this far forward. Again, be careful bending him backwards because the paint will rub off from those two pouches. Oh yeah, he has a pivot right there, some side-to-side movement. It's just a ball joint, so you can move it wherever. His leg is able to kick out this far. It's able to go out to the side this much and go back a decent amount. He has a bit of thigh swivel, but not really much. And he has a single jointed knee, being able to bend back this much, and that too does not have rotation. Never mind. And for his foot, it's able to go this far down, this far up. He has a toe hinge and some. Now on to the size comparisons, and I first wanted to go over the most recent Farm Boy Luke that we've gotten from the Black Series. This was with the Power of the Force wave. It was with the Han Solo, I think, and Greedo. And you know what? It's not really that bad, but like compared to this, like good God Almighty, this figure just triumphs over this any day. I do like the soft goods. I like the inclusion of his little binoculars right here, filling out some belt space. Missing one of those pouches though. But yeah, honestly, it's down to preference. This, of course, is going to set you back a really big amount. I mean, for me, I paid like $40, but you know what I mean. If you're trying to buy this from like a secondhand seller, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. This, I can't really say for sure. I don't know the current price of it on the aftermarket, but I know this is probably going to be less than the import. So which one would I go with? If I were you, if you wanted one of these figures, I definitely try to get the import. Like, this is just a next level figure. And don't get me wrong, this is all right, but like, it's pretty dated, especially by today's standards. This is almost ageless. But if you're wondering how he scales with other Black Series figures, here he is next to Darth Vader from Rogue One and Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo and Chewbacca, a TIE Fighter pilot and Wedge Antilles, Commander Gary and Princess Leia Organa, C-3PO and R2-D2, Darwin and Morbius, and the Marvel Legends Spider-Ham. Time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Luke Skywalker here a final rating of 8.5 out of 10. It is a really good figure, a huge step up from the Black Series version. However, there are some key distinguishing features of this figure that kind of leave a sour taste in my mouth, namely the back of those knees, and they just look really bad when you bend them because it's just a different color from the pants. That paint rub in the back, that's really bad. The hair is also pretty bad. I can see what they were going for, and they just didn't really pull it off all too well. And of course, those S.H.Figuarts hand joints, those ball joints, they're just a nightmare to, screw in, screw out. I feel like I'm going to break the joint every time I put in a new set of hands. So, yeah, that's just like really kind of annoying, especially when you just want to go straight into posing it and just doing all this cool stuff. You have to like be really careful with it. But other than that, like the sculpt is great. The likeness for the neutral head expression is almost spot on. The smiling head sculpt is kind of creepy. The lightsaber, it looks beautiful. It is just it's a thing of beauty. And for the most part, the paint apps are really, really good. So yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. That'll do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Stay tuned because I have another import Star Wars figure review on the way. That's right, the Metacom Mafex Mandalorian. Can't wait to look at that figure, as I've heard nothing but good things about it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's on the horizon. But with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. It actually wasn't that much. It was probably like $40 when I got it on Hobby Lobby. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much. Oops. Commander Gary and Princess Leia. Oh, one more import Star Wars figure review on the way. Yeah, I'll be taking a look at